Yo, what's going on there? But it's your boy Elite back up with another video. In this video, pretty much what I want to talk about is Scuf gaming. Okay, we're gonna talk about Scuf gaming. The reason why I'm talking about Scuf gaming is because I'm gonna show y'all and pretty much talk about the problem that I'm experiencing with my Scuf Infinity. You know, the Optic Nadeshot that I opened about like 2 months. I had it already going maybe about 2.5 months going with the controller. Well, some of it is my fault. It's not really Scuf's completely fault. You know, they don't fault for too much. But last night when I was playing, I was sitting there drinking some lemonade out of my cup. Right? I'm sitting there drinking some lemonade, and somehow I spilled a little bit, and I didn't realize. I guess it fell onto the controller. So I wake up this morning and I'm like, I'm gonna get on some Call of Duty double XP. I'm gonna try to take advantage of it. So I'm getting on there and I'm playing. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? My buttons are like stiff. Like I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like the buttons weren't going down at all. Like they were just like fucking stuck, like really stiff. You couldn't even push down or nothing. So I'm like, okay, maybe whatever. I'll just keep playing like it, and then it'll just fucking go back to its own regular pushing or whatever. It'll smoothen out, I guess you could say. So it was still fucking hard. Like it was fucking up. Like even whenever I would try to jump with my thing, with my paddle in the back, it was like it had a delay to it. And so I figured, you know, okay, well maybe it's because how I have my buttons switched out. Maybe my X button and the circle button, since they're fucking stiff because of the liquid that fell in it, got it stuck, so it's pushing at the same time, so it's glitching out pretty much on my controller. So I got to the point where I was like, you know, I'm gonna take this bitch apart and I'll just clean it because I've done it before. Well, fucking Scuf has a goddamn piece of, how could I say, like a security thing. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right there, the security thing. Yeah, that's right there. I don't know if you can see it. But anyways, there's a security thing right next to it, right? It's a piece of metal. To this day, as of now, I've looked on YouTube and I cannot find anybody with a video of how to take the Scuf Infinity Scuf controllers apart, right? So I was like, fuck, I can't take it out, so I'm just gonna give up on it. So I figured, you know, okay, maybe it's my paddle that's fucking up. Maybe the paddle is like dirty or something. So I take that bitch apart, right? And all you gotta use is like a little small L key. Pretty much this right here. It's like a small little L key. You gotta excuse my fingernails. My fingernails are fucking dirty because I was working on the car. But I took the paddle off, right? Well, and the bitch looks like it wants to break again too. I think it's already halfway there. I'm gonna have to order new paddles because when I took them off and I ended up putting it back on, if you can see right there, the top corner of it, it broke off of the paddle. It broke off of the paddle off of it, and yeah, pretty much my right side paddle on the top. How can you say? If you were looking at the back of it, it's your top left of the paddle, the circle broke off. I don't know how. I think it's because the other day I accidentally dropped it and it landed maybe on the paddles and it just cracked it or something. So for me, in the process of taking it apart and trying to clean the back of the paddle, it pretty much fucking broke off on the back. So I looked online at Scuf Gaming's website, and Scuf sells the paddles for like, right now they're having them on sale for like, I think $10.19 or some shit like that. I would have to order a new pair of paddles if I want this shit to be, you know, back to normal. Which the side I use for my drop shot, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing cracks, nothing on it. It's just the one that I use to jump a lot. It's already cracking. Well, I was already to the point where, like, you know, fuck, my controller's already fucked up. I'm not gonna be able to play. I don't have no other controllers to play with, and this is the only controller I have besides my girlfriend's white PS4 controller she has, and that's not even a Scuf. It's just a regular controller. So I went online on YouTube and try to look up a video of like, there has to be a way to clean these buttons without taking it apart, because if I take it apart, then pretty much I myself I'm gonna end up fucking it up, because if I can't put it back together, I just completely screwed up a $250 controller. So I started looking on YouTube and did a little bit of research, and sure enough, I found this young kid. The kid had been like 12 years old or something. He has a bottle of alcohol, right? I got a little cheap ass brand. This is an HEB brand, the cheapest alcohol you can get. I got this alcohol and some Q-tips. And pretty much in the video, what he does, he says if you spilled any type of liquid that causes your buttons to get stuck, even on the triggers, anything that causes you to not able to push a button, if it's stuck, all you gotta do is just pour a little bit of alcohol into the cap, right? And with that, all you gotta do is just rub it around the buttons. Let the liquid go in just a little bit. Don't like fucking drench the motherfucker to where it's like dropping everywhere. But get enough liquid so you can go around the controller anywhere that you feel like the buttons are stuck, right? I did, and I blew into it, let it dry, let the liquid get in, and sure enough, my fucking buttons were like, they weren't sticky no more. I was able to tap it, everything was working fine. So after I put the paddle back on, realized the back paddle's broken. Excuse me. I ended up getting back online to try it out. When I get back online to try it out, for some reason, for me taking off my back paddle on the controller and putting it back on, it made my X button sensitive like a motherfucker. And I noticed even also too, I tightened up the back screws on the left paddle and the right paddle, both of the paddles in the back. When I tightened them up, it made my X button sensitive like fucking insane. Like I barely tap it and it's already jumping. Like, I don't know if maybe when they sent me the controller, the paddles weren't tight enough or what it is. But after I did that, I'm unplugging my cheap ass. The motherfucker's always dying. Anyways, pretty much once I tightened that, it made my X button, which I put it to this side, which would be my right side when you're looking at the controller. As soon as I tightened both sides, like my X button is like super sensitive when you touch it. Like I barely tap it and I'm already jumping in there. Like it's insane. It's weird. And from me cleaning up my buttons, that's what I figured. You know, maybe from me cleaning it up, maybe that's what was causing the interference to have a delay when it jumped. And I've seen videos of people talking about that their paddle that they used to jump will stop working. It would have a lag to it or some type of delay. I was having the same problem, but I don't know if maybe it's because their paddle wasn't tight enough in the back, or maybe the mechanism that they have inside is all fucked up and it may be messed up on. But as far as my opinion for having this for almost 2 months, if you do buy a Scuf controller, even if it's the old 4PS one, the old Scuf 4PS, or you get the Infinity, be very, very delicate with it. Don't fucking just leave it anywhere or be like a dumbass like me and drop it on the floor, because you're going to end up breaking the paddle and you're going to have to order whole new paddles and shit. And don't drink when you're playing the game. That's another problem. That was my fault. Don't drink, and make sure if you do drink around your controller, do not spill anything on it. And if you do come into that problem where you spill just a tiny bit and you wipe it off with your shirt and you think, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to it, and then the next morning you come out as fucking hard as fuck and you can't even push the button down and it's all stuck and shit. To fix that, like I told you, just get a bottle of alcohol, get some Q-tips and just rub it around the buttons, wherever the buttons that are stiff, rub it around, blow on it, and then just keep clicking until finally you feel like it's smooth enough to where it's like, holy shit, it's like pushing down like a little brand new ass fucking controller. That saved me and helped me so I wouldn't open it up. If I was to open it up, I probably would have fucked up the controller. Now I gotta order new paddles for that for sure. But like I said, my opinion towards the Scuf Infinity controllers, be very delicate. If you do buy them, be very careful with them. If you do end up buying one and you end up wanting to get all this shit that I'm telling you, pretty much is on my side of my fault. I dropped the controller, I cracked the paddle, you know, okay, that's my fault. I spilled fucking lemonade on my buttons, that's my fault. Used Q-tips to fix it. With alcohol, I fixed that. So as far as that, I mean, this controller is holding up for already 2 months and it's still good with me. It's little stupid shit. It's little stupid shit. Like, this controller is very sensitive when it comes to like trying to take care of it. But that's that. And last video I posted also too, we were doing a thing where we were just running around doing melee or whatever you want to call it. Just running around free for all. Whoever got 30 kills first, you know, we're just playing around. There was no guns. I need to change the score streak things to take it off, but we're pretty much running around with nunchucks and just fucking around. That's what I did on the last video. Which on this upcoming next video, I'm hoping to gather up 8 people to get into a party chat with me, and we all go to custom game, and we're gonna do the same shit. Just straight nothing, no weapon. Meaning by no weapons is like no guns, there's no grenades, nothing. just straight. You can use your fists, whatever the nunchucks, the sword, whatever fucking DLC weapon you have. You can go in with it and see who can get up to 30 kills on a free for all, and it'll be pretty much an 8-person free for all. Because I don't think you can fit any more in a party chat if you want to get your voice recorded into the gameplay. If not, then you can just join in. We'll add more people in and fuck it. We'll just run it like that. And on the last video when I was talking about the new Call of Duty game that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, which the beta will be coming out and not too far away. We're getting close to the beta for it. When I told you I wasn't gonna fucking try it out or nothing like that, something told me to go to the website and check it out, and I ended up going to the website and I was like, you know, let me see if I'm registered, because I pre-ordered it. When it first came out, I pre-ordered the game, but I don't remember if I put my beta code in or not. So I checked it, and sure enough, I'm registered for the beta. So when the beta comes out, I'll probably be posting some gameplay up for y'all to check it out whenever the beta. But as far as me buying the game and getting the remaster, like I said, it's not gonna happen until somebody wants to donate it or file share. I'm not gonna drop no money for that company. Fuck that, I'm not doing it. But as far as the beta, since it's free, I'll drop some gameplay and try to play that as much as I can until the beta's out. And like I said also too, since my PSN was about to run out, luckily I have very good friends who I love dearly all the way through. Naked. I'm naked. Came through and hooked me up with some PSN for another 3 months, which I give thanks and appreciate him, which is good with Franco. His gamer tag is Franco Beto. He hooked me up with another 3 months of PSN. So I'm gonna still be up on here posting y'all some videos of Black Ops 3 and the beta, the fucking gameplay of the beta, and continue on from there. But I'm gonna give a big thanks for him hooking me up with a 3-month PSN or whatever the fuck you want for PlayStation Plus. And we'll just continue on there and fucking keep fucking people up. But like I said on the Scuf, if you do buy one, make sure you're very careful with it. Because if you drop it, you spill anything on it, you're gonna break that motherfucker and you ain't gonna be able to take it. I think they give you like 30 days just to return it after you buy it. Or return, it's like a 30-day warranty. I want to say that, or it's a 3-month or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I just bought the motherfucker. I don't even remember if I put warranty or not. But like I said, be careful with it if you do buy one. And my thoughts on it for having it for 2 months, it's been good to me. It's my fault that I fucked it up on certain parts. And it's still good, you know, it's still a good controller. I just got to replace the paddles and that's pretty much it. I cleaned out the buttons and everything. I didn't have to take it apart. But that fucking security thing that they have on there, it's not like Battle Beaver. Battle Beaver puts some fucking like a black rubber seal that can easily be peeled off and you just open up the controller. These motherfuckers put like a metal piece in there that you have to have like a certain tool to unscrew it and then get into the controller. But I want to give thanks for Franco Beto hooking me up with the 3-month PSN PlayStation Plus shit. And hopefully soon we'll get that little 8-man free-for-all going on with no weapons, just straight melee weapons only. And get everybody up in it and just, you know, if you want to be in the video, leave a comment down and let me know what your PSN name is. And we'll get a custom game going on and we'll just fucking around and see who can get to the 30 kills with just bullshitting around with no weapons, no grenades, and no score streaks. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about, but leave a like, share the video. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, and I'll leave y'all with the rest of the gameplay if there is any. It's already running out, but I'll see you on the next one later.
I'm so alone, nothing feels like home. I'm so